my phone. But I'll tell you, man, you got, especially when elections are around, you got to have a lot of, and you're a comedian, they expect you to know things nowadays. You know what I mean? It didn't used to be like that. Like during the Vietnam War, they wouldn't go, wonder what Red Skeleton thinks on this. But nowadays, like I've heard, they go, a comedian is the modern day philosopher, you know? Which, first of all, it always makes me feel sad for the actual modern day philosophers who exist, you know? They're working, trying to come up with their philosophy, you know, and they go, God damn, you ever hear of this nightclub comic? He's doing some very good work on tautologism, or what the hell you say.
I hate fake humility.
The idea of like somebody being good for the cause or the resistance or whatever. First of all, that's meaningless. The fucking, you know, you got to go back and look at all that Norm Macdonald shit. You know that interview Norm Macdonald did where he was like, oh yeah, everybody thought Hitler was hilarious prior to him running to power, you know, or like getting into power. There was comics about him and everyone thought he was a big joke. And then he did the Holocaust. So there goes your notion of comedy being powerful.
Yeah. That's like, the one where he's like,
Norm rules.
If you tell me one
right.
If you tell me one socially relevant joke that's funny, I'll give you $1 million.
Norm fucking rocks.
And they're like, what about all this identity-based comedy like Aziz and Amy Schumer? He's like, yeah, everyone expects comedians to be modern-day philosophers, which I think is really insulting to modern-day philosophers.
People go to school, study philosophy.
He's like, you're not a philosopher because you try to fuck waitresses.
I know, man. Norm
so
fucking
good.
rocks.
He's the best.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trace, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fit poison my.
There was a thing I read about Woody Allen, and he went on the stage, and a lot of the people did much better than him, and he was upset, and his manager said, no, it's what you leave on the stage. That was his remark upon Woody Allen. And so I always thought, well, a guy like Andrew Dice Clay would destroy, you know, and have me hitting the wall, as you say, but then afterwards, maybe you'd feel a little queasy. Whereas you kill, and then you leave something nice on the stage. You know, it's one thing to make people laugh, it's another to make people smile.
Wow.
He also was really drawn to touchy subjects. Well, so it's like a brutal murder. Yeah.
He got pleasure in being dangerous.
Yeah. How many anal rape jokes did we hear? You know, how many,
including, I must bring it up, the Swedish German.
That became
Andy Richter, the Swedish German.
That became a thing. Yeah. And actually, Conan and I were talking about this yesterday.
I had forgotten about this. And of course, you said that you sometimes see it online.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, let's hear about that because you know me, I'm in the nose cone of the rocket.
Right.
I'm at the top of the pyramid.
Right. Your ivory tower. There's a lot of clouds underneath your window.
I'm up there counting my gold coins. I can't be concerned with what you're doing down in the moat.
No, people. I mean, every. Weekly, someone will just arbitrarily just call me a Swedish German, and it was
explain what that means.
I know. Well, I mean, I know they're Norm fans because Norm would do, and Norm was also like kind of a traditionalist, so he did the, talk to the talk show host, but then there's this guy over here, this one, let's make fun of him.
Yeah,
and. A lot of his jokes, like I say, he was drawn to the things that you're not supposed to say. So a lot of his jokes were about being queer, gay porno. Mm-hmm. This fellow over here, he enjoys the gay porno. Mm-hmm. And that became a thing with me. And at one point, he was talking about your ethnicity, you're Irish, I'm Scottish, what are you? And I said, I'm Swedish German. And he, for some reason, was like, really? And I was like, yeah, well, why would I make that up?
I'm Scottish. I'm a Scot. You're Irish.
Yes.
What are you?
Swedish German.
Swedish German? Are you really?
Yeah, really. Why would I lie about that? It's not funny.
It's very odd
It's a very strange lie. I put one over on those people. Yeah.
Swedish German. But that then later became a euphemism for gay. Yeah. You know, the old prospector comes to town and wants a prostitute, but no, there's no prostitutes. There's just Andy Richter, the Swedish German.
And I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman. Well, the bartender says, hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish German.
It's outrageous because it's Norm. It's outrageous because it's on a talk show.
And it's you.
And it's me.
Yeah.
But and I think that some people think that I was somehow, and somebody else, a friend of mine pointed out, there's nothing, you can't do anything with that.
Right.
There's nothing to do with that when Norm Macdonald says, this fellow over here, when it would go to hey, Conan, have you met his wife?
But then you did say, at least I had my dignity, and says, you were raped.
Yeah, he goes to rape, Yeah.
And my God.
Got to be all secret. Nobody. I say nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people know about it. How do you figure that? He says, I don't know about it. He says, you'll know about it. Andy Richter, the Swedish German, will know about it. And the fella that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah,
That was a nice.
you weren't gay.
Right. No, but that's not beside the point.
You were raped.
No, it's more. It's more that I wasn't prostituting myself.
And I said, but I never was that crazy about that because I would think, I'm sitting there and we're in a studio and we're laughing about it now. And it is the point of that joke is this fella's a queer.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very old-fashioned retrograde joke that we just don't do anymore.
Right.
And some jokes that we don't do anymore, we don't do them anymore because they shouldn't be done.
Right.
And we shouldn't have been doing them in the first place. So I was always thinking about the gay people that work on the Conan O'Brien show. Yeah. How do I look them in the face after being there and hardy-harring about the punchline being that I'm a gay fella? And and we're thinking about the people in my family who are gay. If they're going to watch that, how are they going to think when the real bottom line, what's funny about that is that I was supposedly a homosexual and that I was, which to me, I always was it's like saying this fellow over here, he doesn't want anybody to know it, but he's a secret Jew. His kitchen's full of matzahs. It's you would go what are you talking about? What is that? How is that funny?
My kitchen's full of
I know,
matzahs.
but you're not a secret. But you know what I mean? It made me uncomfortable, not because I was afraid that people would think I was gay, because if I was gay, everybody would know that I was gay. It made me uncomfortable because there were people out there in the audience whom I love and care about, who would be left thinking what's so terrible about me that I am a joke, that I'm a punchline, that how I am and who I am is a punchline to a joke. But that was when you're the kind of comic that Norm is, and you are going after any uncomfortable subject, and you're oh, let me get in there and roam around and really get my elbows.
Right.
It's gonna be ugly sometimes.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be uncomfortable.
Yes.
He also really enjoyed being around other comedians. That's where he seemed to really come alive. I mean, he was a stand-up, but he also really liked being on in a a situation with other comedians. And I've had people say to me, did it bother you? Because like I said, I would be the butt of the joke sometime, and I would say no, that's him. That's practically him showing love to me.
Yeah.
He would not insult me if he thought that I, was somehow inferior.
It's like being insulted by Rickles.
Yeah. It's he's inviting me to play when he's making fun of me.
Hey, Mr. Thornton, man, how did you come to be on that episode of Norm Macdonald Live? Had you met him before, or what the heck? How did that happen? How'd it come about?
Yeah, I've known Norm over the years. Sure, yeah. Nice guy.
He's my favorite comic. You're one of my favorite actors.
I got to tell you, Norm is hilarious. It's hard to beat Norm.
You did that big arena tour, didn't you?
I did the me and Sandler and Spade, Schneider, Norm Macdonald, and
How funny is Norm Macdonald?
Oh, he's amazing. Ah, what?
Who's the funniest out of that group? Like
I don't know. Can I speak from the outside? It's weird because like one night it's him, one night it's this thing, but that's an all-star lineup right there. And Norm Macdonald is a funny motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, I just watch. I don't watch comedy. I just watch clips of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah,
that's all I like.
Yeah,
I like Norm.
He's the best.
Yeah, Norm does it for me.
I haven't seen the show. I saw a couple episodes. It was pretty good.
Of the
I used to love
Netflix
that
show?
podcast.
It's the same thing, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a magic to that podcast because it came out of nowhere.
Right.
You're just not expecting Norm to
It's the
have
best
a platform.
podcast ever.
That first season of the Norm Macdonald podcast was...
Yeah, it's the best podcast ever.
That's number 1. Cumtown number 2. Rad Dude Cast number 3.
This is you may get annoyed at this, but this one time I was listening to a bunch of old clips of Norm Macdonald, and Norm was talking about the Death Squad. Have you heard that?
He talks about me a lot. It is so fucking
But it's
funny.
weird. It's really strange. It's like, why the fuck does Norm Macdonald? Because he was like, Death Squad. It sounds like a fucking group of fist fighters, not a comedy crew. You're like, what?
He is so hilarious.
It's interesting. Here's what it is, though. To me,
he did a Death Squad show also. So
well, he's talking shit because he likes it, right? He likes to mock things. You only mock things as a comedian that you enjoy. Like when we shit on each other, we joke around about each other's shit. It's only because we fucking enjoy each other. Otherwise, there's no way to really know if you get along with someone if you can't joke around. And I think he does that because he recognizes it. But it's like, from a distance, someone could be like, dude, he hates those guys. It's like, the fact that he knows it is even more important. To me, it's like, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's funny. I had a show. I did a Death Squad show in Denver at the Comedy Works. And
such a good club.
He was there like the following day. But he came early, and he was just checking out the show, and it was right before we were about to start. And I'm like, he's like, hey, what's going on here? And I'm like, hey, if you want to jump on the show, he's like, what is it? He's like, so it's Death Squad show. And he goes, what the, But he used to do it when I first told him about it. So like,
Death Squad. I think that sound like a comedy.
He's so hilarious.
Yeah,
no, I better not say that.
Say it. Don't not say it. Don't not say it. The name of this episode is going to be "Don't Not Say It."
Okay, come on. One of the most funniest things about this is so mean, but one of the funniest things about Norm is like he really helped me out with my hygiene, hair hygiene.
Yeah.
Because that night when I was like talking to him, I look over to him and he had like literally a black spite, like it looked like a bush, like a woman's 70s bush coming out of his ear hair.
He had a pussy ear?
And it freaked me out. So that night I went home to one of those like hotel mirrors that's really close up.
Right.
I look and I had like 2 of them. I'm like, oh my God, no one told me about this. And so now I've always wanted to like tell him like, hey,
him that
man,
he was the inspiration.
You got like a quarter-sized bush.
Well, now I hope he sees this and hears this.
I feel bad.
Yeah, the Death Squad guy says I got a lot of ear hair. Fuck him.
But wouldn't you want somebody to tell you?
Yeah, no. Honestly, dude, most of us probably want somebody to tell us, but for the most part, we're so embarrassed about these shortcomings that you're like, please don't let me know about that fucking shit.
So now I'm freaked out about that and nose hairs.
That's funny. Who gives a fuck? Right. If a comedian can't take a joke about that shit, I mean, we're in deep shit.
Have you met Norm Macdonald before?
I got to work with Norm, and I guess I mean I hope he doesn't mind if I tell him because this is a very endearing.
Oh, Last Comic Standing.
No, I did.
Right.
I did the season before.
Okay.
But I got to work with him one week, and we.
What did you do?
Oh man, I watched every single set he did, and it was so cool. And we actually got. You know what? I already got into the story, so I got to tell. But
let's hear it. Yeah, that's fine.
He wanted to get high.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I don't really get high before shows, but afterwards, cool. And he's like, no, now.
Well, when Norm Macdonald says now,
right?
You say yes.
Yeah. Correct.
And he goes and hands me the joint, and I was like, okay. And then he hands it back for a second hit, and I was like, no thanks. And he goes, what's your problem? And I go, well, I'm just worried I'm going to repeat a joke, and I still have to go up and bring you up because the opener was on,
right?
And I was hosting, so I still have to go up there and bring you up. And I just don't. I already did some jokes earlier, and I just don't want to tell the same joke again. And he goes, that's insane. You're an idiot. Smoke this. and And so I smoked it, and then we go inside, and I'm so high. I go, I'm just gonna bring you up. I'm not gonna do any time. I'm just gonna bring you up. And he's like, no, do a couple minutes. And I go, no, please, just let me just bring you up. And he goes, no, do 5 minutes. This guy's doing really well. Give me, take a little, do a little time in between.
You need a little buffer between comments.
Yeah,
right.
I said, okay. So I went up there and I was so high, I was like, I don't even remember what I said in the first half of my set, so I'm just going to tell jokes that I haven't told in years. And when I told a joke...
so you told the audience, you let the audience in on the fact that you had been...
No, the audience didn't know.
They didn't know.
So I would just tell...
Okay, so you just said that to yourself, I'm just going to do jokes I haven't done in 5 years.
Yes,
okay.
And I walked on stage and I would tell a joke, and then I would watch the audience, and if they laughed, I would relax and go, okay, that one down. And I did that the whole set. It was horrible. I was so stressed out. And then I just said, ladies and gentlemen, Norm Macdonald. And I look over to my right, and there he is walking the opposite way. and the feature turned him around and pointed him to the stage.
Over here, Norm.
That's how high we got by accident.
By accident, like you tripped on a joint. Right. But I mean,
I love the peer pressure from Norm, though. That's awesome. It's like a high school, middle school, all over again.
And he's my hero, so I just, for me, that was I was a little worried about him. But then he walked on stage and he opened it up with this great bit, and he was crushing.
Right.
He was destroying, and then he got the light, and then he started to wrap it up, and he started to tell the joke he opened with, and I started to freak out. Like I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
And the audience thought it was a joke. They thought he was being Norm.
I'm sure.
But when he delivered the punchline, and it was the same punchline, they realized he had just forgotten his joke, and they didn't laugh. They felt a little betrayed, and he walked off stage in complete confusion. And
that bit usually kills.
And then the feature goes, "You told the same joke twice, you idiot." And he goes, no. And then he looks at me and he goes, this is your fault. And I never got to work with them again. That was the last time I worked with Norm.
But you know what? With Norm Macdonald, though, that's Norm. He's so irreverent that
you'd almost expect it.
He can do that.
Yeah.
And all this, that's a bit in itself. I mean, look at the cauliflower joke he did on the roast with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
That bit, he purposely went up there on that roast and bombed on purpose.
Yeah.
And it was genius.
Yeah.
And have you heard that bit?
Watch Norm Macdonald roast. Who was he roasting?
It was Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Your head looks like a cauliflower or something like that. I'm not going to do the bit, but yeah, go back and... New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis for better anyway.
Your favorite guests are always like the Bill Burr, Norm Macdonald. This might go off the rails really fast.
I mean, Norm Macdonald, one of the great talk show guests of all time. He invented something that Norm Macdonald invented this amazing thing that I've never seen anybody do before or since. It's kind of like he split the atom. It was that revolutionary. Norm would come on, and he would, instead of telling you a real story, like if I had you on the show and you're like, hey, Bill, and remember I was living in Chestnut Hill once, and you would tell a real story about what happened to you in your life. Norm tells old jokes as stories that happened to him.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, Norm, what are you up to? And I mean, really old jokes from like the 1920s. And he'd be like, well, Conan, I don't know if you're aware that I purchased a farm, Conan. I'd be like, really? You purchased? Yeah. I purchased a farm. Of course, I have 3 daughters. And I'm like, you have 3 daughters? Yeah, I have 3 daughters on the farm. One very attractive, one not as attractive, and of course the third not, kind of. Well, she's ugly, Conan. She's ugly. And I'd be like, Well, one day this traveling salesman comes to the farm. And he says, now, Norm, I'll tell you. And then it's like he's telling an old traveling salesman joke.
Yeah.
But
about halfway through where it's going.
I usually know. I know kind of what he's doing. I'm laughing that he has the balls to do this. I'm laughing at the audacity So I don't even care if this joke lands or not. I'm laughing that he's committing to the fact that, no, he doesn't have a farm. He doesn't have 3 daughters. There's no traveling salesman. But he doesn't care in a way that is exhilarating and scary at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
plus, he probably has some people in the audience who are taking completely seriously, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's got some people thinking.
We call them tourists.
Yes, we call them. They're usually from San Bernardino.
Well, Norm had the greatest talk show moment in the history of talk shows with Courtney Thorne-Smith.
That was epic. That was so great, and it's funny because
it's lived on. Who knew that we were going to have YouTube eventually?
You know what?
We could just queue it up on command.
God bless YouTube. I had no idea when those things were happening. I thought we're talking 1993, 94. When those things were happening, I thought, what did I know? I just thought if you were up and you saw it, that means you saw you saw an amazing thing happen. And if you, and then maybe if I get to stay on the air long enough, we'll have a 1-year anniversary show, and maybe you'll see it then. But if you're not there for that, it's gone. And now I meet people, that around the world that will say, "Oh, I just saw that thing with you and Norm and Courtney Thorne-Smith." And I'll think, that was a moment of my life when I was 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like 85 now. Like, how is that possible?
My favorite story of all time is Pistorius.
Oh, yes.
The runner.
Tell who Pistorius is.
Well, you know who Pistorius is.
No, but for the viewers that don't
know. Who doesn't know?
Well, the viewers that don't know.
But hadn't she already started filming this movie long before that whole controversy began?
Yeah.
So what do you make of all this?
What do I make of it?
Yeah, what's the point?
Well, the point of
they're
what?
trying to make,
Who? So you got to explain to the people.
No, they read the papers. They know.
Yeah, they know.
What about that Dormer? This guy who killed the cops?
Yeah, explain to the folks.
I don't want to explain anything. If you're going to say that after everything I say, I'm going to leave.
No, I've heard people say that.
This is the cheapest thing I've ever been involved in.
No, I've heard people say that.
If I didn't love you, I would be so gone now, I can't tell you.
Tell the folks at home who Jim Downey is.
Oh, he's the late writer. No. Jim was a writer on SNL back, like, the beginning.
Yeah. That was one of the things I love so much is that Mulaney, I heard that Mulaney would write all the stuff for Stefan.
Tell the folks at home who Mulaney is.
John Mulaney.
The comeback kid.
You know, I went to a tennis match in Indian Wells.
Yeah.
And I saw Rafael Nadal play. He's my favorite.
Rafael Nadal. Explain to the folks who Rafael Nadal is.
Oh, my God.
He was a manufacturer of turkey coops.
Now, can you explain to the folks at home what a turkey coop is?
It's basically it's a 100.
I think that if Kim Kardashian were to go to Vegas, she could do Carrot Top's act and take things out of her ass. Am I going to have to explain everything to you?
No, to the folks. Explain who Kim Kardashian is.
Never mind.
Mr. Reiner, FBI, may we come in? Oh, absolutely, gentlemen. I'm in my shorts. I was just woken up. They wanted to know if I knew.
Explain to the folks what the FBI is.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
How would you describe your comedy? Tell the folks at home.
Why would you ask me the worst question in radio to describe my comedy?
No, but tell the folks
Why
at
don't you
home.
describe Blue to the audience?
I'm going to tell you the greatest talk show in the history of talk shows was Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas.
And his co-host was Sly.
Now, people are going to think that's Michael Douglas. You should probably explain to the folks.
Well, who's watching? Is this in the United States?
Well, I'll explain to the
folks. No, don't explain everything.
Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas just take everything out of it. There's no sense being here. I mean, the door's going to open, and there's the Pope. There's the Pope. That's the Pope.
We should explain to the folks that was Michael Jackson.
Let's explain. Yeah, explain who Michael Jackson is to the people.
Everyone knows Michael Jackson. What are you retarded? Barbara Walters is planning to announce her retirement. What's next for Babs? Death.
The old Norm Macdonald is back.
Hey, Barbara Walters is retiring.
I can understand why Barbara Walters is retiring. It must be exhausting occasionally appearing on The View.
Right? We're fucking going on the road doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
doing her shit acts. Not you. Your act's good.
It's pretty shitty.
But she gets to sit there
and just fucking talk.
Yeah, just yap.
The fuck.
You ever been on that show?
I've been on it so many times.
You know, I'm against. Barbara Walters never listens to me. I have to talk to Sherry Shepherd. Fortunately, we share views on dinosaurs. But I can never get that lady, the old lady.
Like The View.
How do you have a person on a show that believes the Earth is flat and men lived with dinosaurs, and you keep them on the show?
But
come on.
What's your dream view?
You mean
the show, The View?
Yeah.
The
Who would
guests?
you, what 4 or 5 ladies would you want on there?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Susan Yeagley. That's your wife. You didn't even recognize her name. It's your betrothed.
Betrothed. No, I recognize her name.
No, I would like to see. Who do I like on that show?
That's good coffee.
Joy Behar reminds me. You know what? You know how old Joy Behar is?
Well, I don't think she wants you to tell everybody.
It's in her Wikipedia.
Oh, she's, I think, a lot older than
70.
I thought. Yeah.
That sounds,
she looks great.
That sounds about right to me.
70?
No, I didn't think of her as 70.
Jesus Christ Almighty! When did she break? 50?
I like her.
I like her too. She reminds me. She reminds me of like your old aunt or something.
Yeah.
With her funny opinions. You know what I mean? The View is a bunch of fucking. What kind of henhouse horse shit is that?
Oh, I saw one in the bathroom. I went to use the bathroom.
Oh, I threw some in the garbage. Don't tell people that.
That you threw all the racist ones away. And then one other one that was about The View, because it was.
Did you go through the garbage and find the old joke?
When there's a joke, it was in the garbage, and there was one.
Yeah.
I just went. It was clean. It was sitting on top of paper towels, so I pulled it out. I read it, and then there was another one. I'm like, well, there's another one, and another one. There was like about 4 jokes. The one I remember was The View.
Wait! I don't want to do View jokes because if you start a battle with Joy Behar, you're not going to win. No, you'll win easily. But read this one. read this one. Read this joke.
I will, but why did you throw the one about The View away? That was the one I'm like, well, this one's it made me laugh. And I'm like, well, I wonder why. I didn't know you
Because
threw
our
them
standards are so high that even that one didn't make it.
You didn't think it was funny?
I thought it was very funny, but not funny enough for Andy Dick.
It's pretty funny.
We're going to
Plus,
save
I know
it for next week for big fat Bruce Valanche.
you're allowed to say that because you're fat. He's allowed to.
No, I'm a fat guy like him.
So he's allowed to. Like, you probably are afraid of Joy Behar, aren't you?
Who wouldn't be?
She's a little bit of a firecracker.
Terrifying.
She's funny.
Yeah. She reminds me of like your aunt that tells jokes at the fucking Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go get that joke because
Because
the way they wrote it was pretty funny.
Well, maybe you should tell a joke.
Okay, now we'll see this joke. This
made
is
me
a
laugh
joke.
again out loud.
This
just
is
reading
this
it
show.
to myself.
This show is so high quality that we take jokes from the dustbins.
Well, you said that this is very funny, but not funny enough.
Not funny enough for Andy Dick, I felt.
Well, I thought it was fun. Well, I'm a fan of The View because Sherry Shepherd is a good friend of mine.
Sure.
And I've been on The View a lot, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm on The View. Daphne Aguilera was on The View.
Oh, really?
Did Daphne Aguilera, he didn't rub your cock on like...
Okay, come on. This is what we're trying to get away from.
Sorry.
And by the way, every time I'm on The View, Barbara Walters will not be on The View.
Is that right?
Yeah, she won't be on it with me. And it has to be the pre-taped one. You know how they're live except for she won't do it. And they always have to do the pre-taped one.
Filthy old bag.
Barbara Walters announced that she's retiring from The View. Well, actually, she announced it 5 years ago, but no one could hear her over those yammering bitches. See?
Amazing that worked after that giant buildup. Are those your jokes that you wrote today?
Yep.
Okay.
Been cracking them out.
Okay. I am going to prove something right now. Read the jokes to me.
I'm on a seafood diet.
I see food, and if it's a fish, I eat it.
Meta.
Yeah. So.
I hate meta. Some people keep trying to get me to do meta comedy, so there you go.
I heard a joke.
Yeah, there you go, Norm. You got it.
That was a take by the night monkey.
All right, hold on a second. Go ahead, Norm.
No, I'm terrible at telling jokes, but a guy, he gets a genie or something that gives you wishes in a lamp, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so he's like, oh, no, that's not it. He goes to his whole head is a giant pumpkin. That's how the joke starts. Mm-hmm. It's like a giant pumpkin, and then his friend goes, what happened? He's like, I found this genie in the lamp, and he gave me 3 wishes. And he's like, what happened? He goes, well, the first wish I wished for like $100 million, and I got it. And then for my second wish, I wished for like a beautiful lady, and I got her. And the guy's like, yeah, but what happened? He's like, the third wish, that's where I really blew it. And the guy goes, what happened? He goes, I wished for a giant pumpkin head.
You guys got it. Really, put a CD out together.
You know what I really hate? You know what I really hate? If you go anywhere with him, like for a couple of days, he does that on purpose. He'll tell jokes with no ending on purpose.
I don't think you need one. Sometimes you can tell a joke like that.
And then that happens.
You don't need to have a joke.
You want to read a joke?
Sure.
You read them so good, but do you like his meta jokes?
He's a deep guy, you know. He's a young guy that's still finding themselves, so he's meta.
How many Polish guys does it take to screw in a light bulb? The question cannot be answered because Polish people are so fucking stupid that no matter how many of them are available, none of them would ever be able to complete that simple task.
This is a meta joke. Have you aware of these meta jokes?
How many comedians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
2. One to do it, and the other guy to go, how long's he been up there?
I like that.
On stage.
Yeah, because I was going,
how long?
This is the post-punk comedy. Now, this might be too...
He's not one of those sabotaging guys that's afraid of success.
No, this is a new type of comedy that may be a little advanced for the likes of you and me. To tell you the truth.
Try to take
I think that's what it is.
He had to do what's called anti-comedy?
Anti-comedy or meta-comedy.
Yeah.
Anti meaning the opposite.
Before we begin, I have a quick public service announcement. Would anybody, please fuck Martha Stewart?
Oh, I got that one.
What?
I don't understand that.
What?
That's weird, right?
Too soon.
It's meta.
Meta.
Do you like the meta comedy?
Meta world peace comedy.
Yeah.
Only comedy I like.
Your mom is so fat she developed type 2 diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap! I don't get that. That so fat she just something.
Well, it's kind of an anti-joke.
It's a literal, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know these new meta jokes?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, she's so fat, you expect a joke, but then she's just so fat.
I get it.
If thinking that women are not funny, emotionally irrational, and less intelligent than men makes me sexist, then yes, I am sexist. Another meta joke.
Is it?
Sort of.
Boy, was it hot outside today. I went out to buy a California Pizza Kitchen signature pepperoni frozen flatbread, and by the time I got home, it was perfectly cooked and entirely eaten. 100% true.
Oh, you ate it. See, I love it. I love it. Laughs. It's just weird, right? Some of them are odd. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is a joke.
Well, some of them.
But this is a joke.
I think technically.
Like an observational joke.
I was thinking that the new comedians, like Jim Gaffigan, what is it called when you say a joke and then refer to it? Some sort of
I don't
meta.
know what it's called, but yeah, everybody's just.
What are they doing?
That.
Explain what they do.
Well, what they do is they're basically saying what Jim does is he's telling you what the audience's reaction
So give
to
an
that
example.
joke is. So it's like
The joke. It's not the joke part isn't important. You can talk about the Care Bears, but you just say the.
Okay, so he's like I like Samuel. Something the punchline. Samuel L. Jackson. Oh, I don't care for him. He's not a good actor. Something like that.
Sometimes beauty's distracting too. Like Halle Berry, she is so beautiful, But whenever she's in a movie, I find it hard to follow the plot. Like when she was in Monsters Ball playing that poverty-stricken woman, the entire time I was watching the movie, I was like, well, why doesn't she just become a model?
But isn't that he said he was commenting on his own act, not on Samuel
Yeah,
L.
that's
Jackson?
what he's. Oh, yeah, but he's talking about the. Why does this? All right, so he'll be talking about like cheeseburgers. I love about mini muffins is you can eat fucking 12 of them. Oh, he just keeps talking about food. Why is he talking about food so much?
Yes.
He does that.
And now this has become a kind of a standard since.
Since he did it, it's like everybody.
Try and be a good dad. I sat the older three down and I explained to them that the new baby does not mean I love them any less, but I will have to let one of them go. So if anyone knows of a toddler rescue, maybe we could get Sarah McLachlan to do the commercial. I don't like that joke at all. Why would he put that joke in this special? 4 kids. Bedtime is a crisis. That's why I'm here right now.
I saw Gilbert do that 20 years ago, where he was his own father watching his act.
Yeah.
How did that put on a pair of glasses.
What kind of a joke was that? He didn't answer it. I don't understand that he does the fingers fighting with each other, and that's a joke.
I've been doing that for years, way before they had a name for it.
I had no idea.
He would say a joke, and then he'd put on his glass, he'd be his father, and not care for the joke. Right?
That's brilliant.
What do you have to say now?
I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like...
Gilbert is not looking at your slow burn that you've been trying to perfect.
It's not, I mean...
Judge Lance Ito this week barred all potential jurors from reading Faye Resnick's controversial new book, Nicole Brown Simpson, Diary of a Life Interrupted. The judge also barred them from reading Faye Resnick's other new book entitled Judge Lance Ito is a Big Fruit. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire, and here's my review. Not gay enough. This week, a court banned gays from marching in Boston's St. Patrick's Day parade, but they will still allow them to be beaten up by drunken Irish guys. I'm afraid to know what you're applauding at there. Okay. Meanwhile, Elton John continues to deny rumors that he is engaged to his tennis racket. Well, if I can be allowed a personal opinion, I think Harrison Ford's new mustache works. And by works, I mean looks really gay. In overseas news, an attempt to lift the ban on gays serving in the British Armed Forces has been defeated in Parliament. This raises a difficult legal question. How do you exactly tell if a British guy is gay? In an interview in this month's Vanity Fair, actor Tom Cruise attempts to end once and for all rumors that he is gay. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army is dealing with a scandal of its own as dozens of female recruits have charged drill instructors with sexual harassment, intimidation, and even sexual assault. Analysts are calling it the best argument yet for gays in the military. Jonathan Schmitz, the Jenny Jones guest who killed his secret gay admirer because of his fear and hatred of homosexuality, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison. Well, I guess that plan backfired, huh? And it's been reported that Keanu Reeves is engaged to actress Amanda Decadina. Asked to comment, Keanu said, "What? I thought I was gay. I'd always heard I was gay. Beginning in March, DC Comics will change Superman's traditional red and blue costume to a new form-fitting bodysuit. The problem with the old costume? Not gay enough. What the hell's going on in the country? That's not Superman. All right. TriStar's Picture is planning a film about the 70s disco act, The Village People. While the movie will be coming out next summer, it plans to wait until Thanksgiving to come out to its parents. The artist formerly known as Prince says he now wants to be known as simply the artist. Meanwhile, I will continue to refer to him as simply the fruit. In other music news, several major acts are on tour this month, including the Counting Crows, Metallica, and the Fruit. A study on weight loss revealed this week that women who participate in a weekly diet program lost 50% more weight, snacked less, and bought more fruits and vegetables than women in general, which just goes to prove my new theory: Richard Simmons is gay. Our top story tonight. This week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today, diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay.
I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything and scared of letting go.
Well, according to a new Entertainment Weekly poll, 72% of their readers say they would not be offended if a TV show lead character were gay. Though that figure shrinks to 1% when these same readers are reminded that being gay can involve anal sex.
We haven't heard from Nick Swartzen.
Yes,
yeah.
Nick.
What about Nick?
Nick, what do you got? How are you enjoying the tour?
My favorite, going back to that text thread, and it was the last show at Mohegan Sun, and we were exhausted, and so we all slept in. And I woke up at 11 a.m., and Norm had texted everybody at 8 a.m. He goes to, yeah, it was. And you go, hey, anybody want to get breakfast? And we were all asleep. We were tired. And we all woke up at like 11, and then I text everybody. I'm like, hey, does anybody want to get breakfast? People were like, yeah, let's go eat. And then Norm got mad at me for like 2 days. He was like, I had the idea for breakfast. You took my idea for breakfast. I thought of that 6 a.m. I thought of that first.
That's my idea. Breakfast is from my act.
These showbiz folks get up. These showbiz folks get up late.
Yeah, all right.
I get up early. I get up so early, I wake up the rooster.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I have so many Norm stories, but this is one of my favorites. And I was on tour, me, Sandler, Spade, Rob Schneider, and Norm was kind of like the wild card. He would pop in for certain dates. So I believe Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, and we're backstage. Everyone's in Sandler's green room talking, shooting the shit. And me and Norm are in the hallway hanging out. And I don't know why I did this. This long hallway, and this guy walks in. Way down the hallway, walks in the door. And I'm like looking, and we're always kind of suspicious about people that come backstage. And I go, I think that guy's a gun. And Norm goes, what? And I go, I think that guy's a fucking gun, dude. And he's like, oh my God. And he runs into Sandler's room and he goes, there's a gun. There's a man with a gun. And I was like, no, there's not. I was, no, I'm joking. There's not. And he goes, no, next to there's a guy with a gun. And Sandler goes, what the fuck? There's a guy with a fucking gun? And Spade's like, oh no, what the fuck? What's good? And I'm like, no, there's no gun. There's no gun. I was making like a joke just for Norm. And Norm's like, what? How's that a joke? And I'm like, I don't know. And Sandler was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Spade's like, yeah, real cool, man. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to my room. And Norm's like, yeah, I thought there was a gun. I'm sorry. Nick said it. I'm like, good Lord.
Real buzzkill.
And the guy walked past, it was a security guard. But yeah.
So he really did have a gun.
He didn't have a gun, but he just looked like somebody that would have a gun.
Do you remember the time you called me up one day? You go, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm watching baseball. And you're like, can you pick me up? And I was like,
I don't drive.
I go, I'm already at the bar. I already had a couple of drinks. I want to drink and drive. I'm like, it's not far from you. I'm like, you want to just take a cab? And you're like, yeah, all right, I'll meet you in a couple minutes. So I'm like, okay. So I wait. I watch a full game. I watch another full game. I watch half of another game. It's 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like fucking hammered. I leave the bar. Norm's walking into the bar. It was noon when he called me. It was 8:30 at night. And he goes,
I know.
Where are you going? And I'm like, I'm fucking hammered. I'm going home. He's like, I just got here. And I'm like, I know. You're 8 hours late. Like, well, have a fucking beer. Right? Being weird. I'm like, I'm not. I want to go. I can't walk or see.
It takes me a long time to get stuff. It does.
We hate the most.
Remember the last time that you had seen him?
I hadn't seen him for a while, but the last time I saw him was at a bar by our place, and he would watch. He was a big gambler, but the last time I talked to him, when I was quarantined in Minnesota, he would I'd text him and I go, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And he goes, "What? Who's this?" And he would do this all the time. I go, "It's fucking Nick, dude." He goes, Nicky, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing, I'm quarantined. And he goes, you didn't stand up? And I'm like, no, the fuck? I wasn't doing stand up. And he goes, what's your plan? And I go, I don't know, I'm going to kick it here, and then I think I'm going to go to Key West. And I go, I might just retire, though, and just move to Reno and just get like a residency, and then I'll just live in Reno and just work there, just be like an old comic.
Yeah.
And he goes, the sort of God, he goes, that's a good idea. And I go, yeah, I don't know, whatever. He goes, no, maybe I'll join you. We'll both headline Reno. And I go, dude, Reno's fucking a mess. I go, no, I don't want to do that. So I go to Key West. A month later, he calls me. He goes, hey, what are you doing? And I go, I don't know, I'm in Key West. What's up with you? And he goes, when are you going to Reno? And I go, dude, that was a joke. I'm not moving to fucking Reno and retiring as like a comic. And he goes, fuck, I thought it was a good idea. And I'm like, no. And so that's the last time I talked to him. And then his closest friend, Lori Jo, I hit her up after Norman passed, and I was like, hey, are you doing okay? And she goes, one of the last things before Norm died, one of the last things he talked about was moving to Reno with you.
No.
Yeah, and I go, are you serious? She goes, yeah, he was like, he really wanted to do that. And I was like, oh, and then that made me cry again. And yeah, it was just, that was Norm. It was awful.
Damn.
And in court this week, Kato Kaelin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kaelin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a Labor Department study shows that the number of temporary workers rose to 2 million in 1994. And that study doesn't even include the most temporary of the temporarily unemployed, Kato Kaelin. Yesterday on Rivera Live, Kato Kaelin made the startling admission that he now thinks O.J. Simpson is guilty, although authorities suspect this may just be part of an attempt by Kato to crash at Fred Goldman's place for a while. As the jury's decision was announced, Nicole Brown's sister Denise Brown told reporters, quote, I feel ecstatic. While Johnny Cochran said, quote, I accept the verdict and now we must move on. Meanwhile, Kato Kaelin said, quote, please God, don't let it be over. Wednesday on CBS's This Morning program, correspondent Eleanor Mondale went toy shopping with Kato Kaelin. According to producers, it was part of a new segment on the show called Let's Punish the Audience.
Hey, how about Norm's friend in the companion seat right now, Kato Kaelin? Remember Kato? There he is. How long have you known Kato?
Kato, I know him about 15 years.
How did you meet Kato?
Well, he lives in his house.
Kato, Norm actually crashes on my couch.
Yeah. Kato, you got to get your own place.
Got it, Alan. Got it.
How did you meet Norm?
Actually, through sports many years ago.
Up in Canada?
Tennis and golf.
Didn't know you
I've
played.
been around for a while there, Regis. Yeah.
Didn't know you played tennis and golf.
Oh, yeah,
so-
yeah.
Good.
As a matter of fact, my charity today is the Palm Beach Tennis and Golf Resort.
Oh, actually, Norm's kidding. It's the Hole in the Wall gang, right?
Yeah, it's the Hole in the Wall gang camp that Paul Newman started, and it's real good for kids to go to that camp that are sick, you know.
That's nice. That's good.
Make a lot of money.
Kato's very happy for you.
Kato's a good man.
Because Joy has her hand on my lap.
Joy has her hand in Kato's lap. All right. Dynamite so far. Kato's very proud of you.
He's a good man.
$300.
By the way, Kato and I, I like the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
You and Kato like to...
He's just a guy I know. That's all I'm trying to say.
We all have our own thoughts about that.
I can't believe you were bullied by Norm Macdonald.
Why don't you believe that?
Because Norm is just like the unicorn. Like nobody really has conversations with Norm, let alone.
He would kind of, he would.
I'm going to kick your ass, Fred.
No, not threaten to beat me
Me and
up.
Billy Joe Shaver.
not threaten to beat me up, but just kind of like
teasing you a lot.
I know you're at the end, but him and Kato were friends, and they would just be
him
assholes.
and who?
Kato Kaelin, the biggest piece of shit.
So
You
Kato
didn't watch the
Kaelin.
whole Artie thing. We talked about it.
No,
yeah.
I didn't. I fell asleep. It was on late. That's not because you were boring. I mean,
him and Norm were best friends. He was Norm's lifeline.
hey,
or something.
Kato Kaelin.
They were friends.
So
and they would
Kato
play
Kaelin
tennis.
would heckle you too?
Well, we one time me, Kato, and Norm played tennis, and I got a flat tire, and they were driving, laughing at me because I was on the side of the road. And Kato would kiss up to Norm,
but they didn't stop to help you with your.
No,
flat tire.
they stuck their heads out the window, and were laughing as they drove by.
What jerks!
Yeah,
You on Norm's podcast?
Well, I did.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
well, you don't need my help at all, do you?
No. Yeah, and
was it fun? Did you
it
bring
was.
up the fact that he bullied you?
Or
were you afraid because he was a bully?
I was a little afraid that I'd get busted, and about the book. But he goes, I don't care. Norm didn't care. Yeah, I go, I said, Norm, I have to be honest. You're in the book, and I said something. He goes, I don't care.
Sam, who was Norm's best friend the second season of the Norm Show?
Kato Kaelin.
You're kidding.
I spent an entire year with Kato Kaelin. I know stuff about Kato Kaelin. Norm, Kato befriended Norm. I can't even get into this whole thing. But, so we do, the Norm Show was 2 seasons, all right?
Right.
And we shoot the first season of the shit's picked up. In the meantime, Norm is living in L.A. So I get back to, you got to be back on the set like August 1st or something. So I start moving back out there like July 28th. And this girl, Lori Jo, who Sam's talking about, and maybe even Sam might have called me up and said, Norm wants, to play a big poker game tonight at Norm's, which we used to do all the time. Is come by. He goes, oh, wait, you're going to meet Norm's new best friend. I'm like, who's that? She goes, you'll see. I walk in, and it's Norm and these guys we used to play poker with, and Norm's crazy ex-assistant, this kid Danny Wilson. And Kato Kaelin. Like one of the main characters in the biggest trial of the century.
Well, Ralph is the Kato Kaelin. I mean, Ralph.
It's amazing the parallel.
It's a type of guy. It's like
he's the poor man's Kato.
No, I mean, yeah.
Poor man, you're rich.
You got more money than OJ.
No, Ralph's the poor man's Kato Kaelin.
But can I just say something about Ralph? There's such a level of entitlement. Where he always says, I don't feel entitled. But, like, he'll go to Sam's house, and you would think being in the guest house and having access to servants or whatever would be enough. He was out there one time, a couple times ago, and if I have the cars wrong, tell me, Sam, but I guess the Bentley was parked in front and the Mercedes was parked behind, and Sam left the keys to the Mercedes for Ralph so Ralph could go around and do what he wanted. And somehow Ralph talked the help into giving him the keys and moving it so he could drive the Bentley.
But you got it.
Like, the Mercedes wasn't enough. The Bentley was what he needed
What
to be
these guys are great at doing in L.A. is filled with now. Well, Kato did that whole season, like, systematically. By week 15, Kato was on the show.
Yeah.
Kato got onto the Norm show.
Kato's
Like,
looking for a job out of it.
He had a...
He gets kind of passed around too because
Yeah.
there was a writer producer Kevin Curran. I think he's on The Simpsons now.
Yeah.
He used to be on Married with Children, and the first time I met Kato was after the OJ trial, and he was hanging out with Kevin Curran.
But he was like in my life. Like, I would go to work, and Kato would be, whether he had to work or not, he was at rehearsal.
And what did Norm get out of it?
Well,
Norm
just said, hey, look, he's a good guy. And, like, we would all go, like, I don't know what's... So Norm got so friendly with him that every once in a while we go to this tennis club by Warner Brothers.
All right.
And we played doubles tennis. And Norm and Kato always had to be a team. It became, like, the 4th fucking grade. So me and one of the other writers would always play Norm and Kato in tennis. And I would tell the writer, I said, listen, if we lose to these motherfuckers, I'm gonna tear Kato's head off. Because if they got a point, and Norm is so competitive, you want to strangle him.
Right.
If they got a point, man, Kato would go like, Howie. And you just feel like going, you murdering fuck, you killed a woman, you helped kill a woman. Like,
Kato didn't have anything to do with murdering a woman.
Well, I felt like saying that to him.
Oh.
But he would make you live it in red with anger, and like Norm and him were just the best of buddies for a year, like he had his...
And what happens that the relationship
They had a
ends?
falling out somehow.
Oh, really?
Of course.
The Norm show got canceled. I came back here. I started here, and eventually I heard they had a falling out. But it's like...
I think Kato was Norm's phone a friend on Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Get out of here.
So when they were playing tennis together, they always had to be like a doubles partner?
Oh, my God, how...
Like, it became like a
And
thing.
you could see how insidious it was. And me and this other kid who we'd play with, like, we used to beat him most of the time, thank God. But
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah, if we lost...
Well, he gets so... Norm is the most...
We got thrown out of the club. There was an incident with David Hyde Pierce. What?
David Hyde Pierce, what a group.
Next to the Warner Brothers lot, there's like this tennis club, and it's like an exclusive club, and it was like Caddyshack. Me and Norm would walk over in corduroys and just say we want a court, and the guys there were like star fuckers. They give Norm a court. He had a show on ABC, so we walk on, and David Hyde Pierce would be there, and he had like an instructor.
He'd be in his tennis whites.
Tennis sweaters tied around his neck.
Oh.
And me and Norm, like, if I lost a point to Kato Kaelin, I'd go, fuck, cunt, fuck, and I'd throw the racket, and David Hyde Pierce would get all scared.
What's this?
Yeah, like he was scared. And Norm would like abuse him about maybe being gay, like all this shit.
My
like, and finally Hyde Pierce complained and got us thrown out. We got walked out of the club. Me, Norm, Kato Kaelin, and this writer, we got walked out of the club. David Hyde Pierce was looking at us like all red faced, like, yeah, get out of here.
Fuckers.
Yeah, fuckers. But Kato and Ralph has a lot of those. Like when I'm hearing this, I saw it firsthand, and I'm saying, my God, he's doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
I want to address myself as best as I know how to those that I have wronged, that I have sinned against. I have sinned against you, my Lord, and I would ask that your precious blood would wash and cleanse every stain until it is in the seas of God's forgetfulness, never to be remembered against me.
I wish I could be nervy. And I'm in the wrong business because I feel uncomfortable if, I'm going ahead on someone online like, hey, we're on the list, or...
oh, I hate that. Don't you know who I am?
Yes, or just getting things free.
Don't feel worthy.
I feel...
Why me? Why should I get something for free?
Or just even this. This is me trying to sell my book, but. Yes, I those nervy people that have I envy delusional people. I envy people that have an entitlement.
Speaking of nervy and delusional people, how was it working with Norm Macdonald?
Oh, no.
You were on tour with him, right?
Yes.
I visited you guys at the Ice House.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yes.
And I saw both your stand-ups. It was very good.
Now, I got to say something about Norm. He's a lot of things.
And he's nervy and what?
No, he's
insecure.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but he really
but what comedian
feels funny selling himself.
Yeah.
He really, like you see on Twitter, he goes, yeah, Netflix, I do his voice, which he hates. Anyone does it. Netflix says I should push my special. So I give him credit that when we did the road, he would sell out, and he never tweets, dudes, tickets going fast. He feels funny selling himself.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I would too. I hate that.
I mean, hey dudes, man, my show rocks. So he wasn't nervy and delusional. No. He he was delusional that he thought I was one time on. You were there in Denver.
Yeah, Denver Comedy Works. Saw you open for him.
You missed a show where he was screaming at me from the side because he thought I was ripping him off.
I heard there was an incident on the late show. I was at the early one.
He was getting a little weird. It was a weird place in Denver because it wasn't the city of Denver. It was like being in
Boulder or something?
It was being in Orange County without the character. You know, right, that area?
Yeah, there's the downtown Denver Comedy Works.
Which is fun.
Then they have the other one. It's
the other one.
It's like 40 minutes away,
Wow.
but it's bigger venue. It's still nice, but
if you don't have
it's
a
like
car
Oxnard.
and we
Very
stayed in some weird condo where Norm had to stay in the lobby in some weird lobby in a room, and then I stayed in a condo, and there was nothing but a TGIF's and a movie theater, and he forgot his pants. And he's going, so I had to be his assistant, like, what the fuck am I going to do? I forgot my pants. And I said, I'll go to the mall. And I thought it was a mall, but it was just restaurants in Denver.
No.
So
did you get pants?
I said, just go up in your sweatpants.
Oh, you go.
And you didn't notice, right?
I didn't. It makes me mad that I'm not that observant, but I was in the balcony.
He had a funny thing about Bill Cosby. One of his opening things. He goes, I love Bill Cosby. I model everything in my life about him. Everything about him I think is glorious. I just think everything he does is great except his comedy. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought he did a bit about... what was his bit about? People were outraged about Cosby, and they said the worst thing was the hypocrisy.
Yes.
And he goes, I think the drugging, the raping,
that was worse than the hypocrisy.
The misleading, the hostage, the hypocrisy is like 7 things down.
He did a Stern appearance recently. It was very good, too.
Which what?
Stern. He was on Stern about 2 months ago.
He's just, you hear just amazing stories, and he's just, it's fun to work with, except if he forgets his pants and screams at you from the side of the stage. But he missed that show. But I envy, but in a way, I think we're all delusional because we're going to die, so we have to come up with projects like this book. No, I'm just kidding.
To distract ourselves.
Yes, creative things. But,
Please welcome Norm Macdonald.
We looked at it earlier.
You did?
He actually shaved it. It's not even a bald spot.
Oh my God.
Norm Macdonald, nice to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Your fans are out in force.
Yeah, they're good people, right?
They're good, fine people. How you doing with the new season? Are they driving you nuts? Or they changed the name? They
changed the name from the Norm Show to Norm.
Yeah. That testing and research and everything.
It's like For the Love of the Game, you know that movie? They changed that.
What'd they change that to?
To For Love of Game or something.
And that was it, and they thought that was going to work?
Yeah, they decided to take, they thought those like slowed things down.
Yeah. Well, the remote controls that people have to flip around. You know how it goes. Are you enjoying the high life now, being the big network star and zooming around, getting the free beers at places, that sort of thing?
They give you free beers?
Don't they? They don't give you the free beers?
They gave you, I actually went to this bar where they give you those. You ever have them shooters?
Sure.
Yeah.
They're almost, they look like little beers.
Yeah, no. They're little tiny drinks like that, and they have sex names, like dirty sex names. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Like
sex on the beach, or, you know,
or
blow thing.
Yeah.
Or something.
They give you those free?
Yeah, I don't know. That was an old bit I used to do in my stand-up, and I was going to do it, and then I just abandoned it.
You bailed out? You're like, we don't want to get into the beer thing. We're not going to go that direction. You know, our show's up in Canada now. We're up in your, do you think they could use a little bit of our humor? Yeah, we just got into, what is it called, Saskatchewan? What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, you don't care. You fled that country.
No,
you don't even care
like
anymore.
If you're already on in the United States, that's the only thing that counts.
No. This has always been to get to Canada for us. Yeah, always. We've never... Everybody's on in America.
Yeah.
But only Wayne and Schuster dominate Canada. We're gonna...
How do you know that?
I had a tape once.
Yeah,
That was really it. No, I was up late one night. You know, in Canada, they show naked movies for free on TV.
Oh, yeah.
You flip around in it.
Absolutely.
Did you hear a deep voice over there say, yes?
Yeah, yes. Insertion, too?
Is that... You know what? I didn't hear the parenthetical comment, but is that where it went? But that's a nice treat.
What? Oh, naked, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed? I was in
What's that?
You know where you go into the hotels and you get your SpectraVision with the pornos on it?
Yeah.
The pornos in the SpectraVision are not hard. They're pornos, but they cut out like insertion shots. They cut out. You know what I mean? They cut out vaginas and penises.
That sort of thing. Yeah.
So they don't show that part, and I'm wondering, like, who is offended by that? Like, you know what I mean? Is somebody whacking after a porno phone down? What the hell's going on here? This is unbelievable. It's offensive here. I'm trying to whack off, and there's this insertion here, you know? Right?
I don't know whatever you're talking about. The only thing I've noticed about those movies, quite honestly, billing is immediate.
That's right.
Because you try, and if you're like me, you're a film connoisseur, you like to check out the different plots. And but if you just watch a couple of minutes, just enough to see that it's going to be nurses, or whatever it is, it shows up on your bill that you watched like 15 of them. If you, I mean, from what...
I got you.
Yeah.
One time, I was watching one of those. I was whacking.
Yeah.
So I'm whacking off watching it, and all of a sudden, Bruce Baum is on it. You know that comedian? He's a comedian that's like a friend of mine, right? And so he shows up, like, because he's the comic part of it, like they're showing some sex. All of a sudden, he comes in, and right at the time when I was, you know, finishing off.
Yeah.
So now I don't want to call up Bruce Baum anymore.
When this airs, we're going to make sure we get a picture of Bruce Baum, the Flash.
He's a great man. He's a funny man.
He's a great man, but you need to see the visual to understand Norm's pain. Thank you very much for coming by. As always, the funniest man I know.
Yeah, this is
Norm
the greatest.
Macdonald. Norm airs on Wednesday nights on ABC. Norm Macdonald.
Welcome back to the program. My guest tonight, a very funny comedian and actor, is on Saturday Night Live for many years. His new show is Fox's A Minute with Stan Hooper. Please welcome Norm Macdonald.
Hello! Hey, Johnny. That clip didn't seem that entertaining.
That's not the whole show, is it?
That's the best part.
You picked that out especially for us?
miss you, Johnny.
I miss you. TV is
Congratulations.
better in my mind. Stop it.
On
TV
your
is better.
Academy Award.
Don't even talk about it. Just wait.
Hi, you won an Emmy.
Wait till the voices come out. We're going to be top notch.
By the way, you are the first guest to sit in our new couch. Talk to me about
This is some couch, I'll tell you that, man.
What do you think?
I'd it. That's the highest compliment you can pay a couch.
It is a high compliment. It's just we have a minivan of nuns that is. Have you ever felt a couch that you felt that way before this couch?
No, this is the first one, man. I'm a normal fella, you know.
Do you think it's the ultra suede?
It may be the. It has a alluring come hither look.
It has a bit of a nice slant to it, I believe.
It's a goddamn whore. Let's be honest. No, it's a nice couch. It's a nice couch. I don't mean to disparage the couch.
TV is better when Norm Macdonald is on it. That is my postulation. That is my theory. That is my. This whole interview will be applause breaks back and forth. And you know what?
What's that?
America is a great country.
America is the best country in the world.
Norm Macdonald got more applause than America.
I know you say that with irony, but I'm from Canada.
Where?
Canada.
Show me where that is. I've heard tale of it. But you've been living here for years.
Yeah, and America is the greatest country in the world, and Canada, 35.
You can't say that. You have to go. You have family there. They'll see you at
my family's
at
fine.
Boxing Day or whatever do they have holidays?
They do have Boxing Day. How do you know about that? Now you should explain it. They're going to think that has something to do with the pugilism, but it is actually not.
Boxing Day is nothing to do with pugilism. It's a day in Canada where all the small children.
What's pugilism mean?
That'd be the art
boxing,
of the sweet science,
sorry, you're right,
as it were.
Science, yeah.
Boxing Day in Canada is all the children are put in boxes and set out on Lake Huron.
Yes, that's right.
And whoever doesn't sink
is not a witch.
Is not a witch, and is the next prime minister. I think.
I think that's right.
I think that is correct.
Yeah.
But now you live in Los Angeles, the lap of.
Yes, I do. The lap of fire.
Oh yeah, Are you anywhere near? Is that anywhere near?
No, that's the one bright spot in the whole thing is that I'm in no danger at all.
You know, they haven't covered that on the news as much as not a lot of Norm Macdonald updates.
I saw this is an interesting thing I saw. You know they have that little scroll that goes under CNN? I'm watching it the other day. Baghdad's getting bombed, right?
Right.
And underneath on the scroll it says, Daniel Kellison to leave the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Isn't that backwards?
You think they should have been covering that in the regular news, and the little crawl should have been Baghdad is bombed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because since that crawl, remember, just started September 11th. We never had that.
They didn't have the crawl before that, no.
And now the crawl is because at that time there was so much information. You know, you'd be watching the thing, and then all of a sudden it'd say, "Watch out, duck!" and you go, "Ah!"
It was immediate.
Right, it was immediate.
Yeah.
Because there's so much information flowing, and now they just kept the crawl, and there's nothing to put on there. So you'll see things like, singer James Taylor set to wed, and you're like,
The favorite one that I've seen so far is it said it was another of those situations. They were announcing that Uday and Kusei had been killed in that giant raid, and underneath it said, Beyonce says she doesn't like the word bootylicious. And it was just such a great, but it's that same damn thing. I want you to put a ticker on your show. Will you put a ticker on the Stan Hooper show?
And I've never been on that scroll, and yet for years I've said I don't like that word bootylicious. But that doesn't make the news.
But CNN is not covering Norm Macdonald to the extent people want.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. How you liking doing the program? Is it enjoyable for you? Is it fun to work? Do you prefer to gamble?
Why do you have to bring that up?
Are you having fun doing it?
No, I love working. You know, I retired from show business. You know, and nobody noticed. So I noticed. So I realized that I had to get back into it so that I could become a big star, then retire from show business.
Thank you.
And then it would be a big star.
That's how Celine Dion does it.
That's right.
Then you go to Vegas and you open up your own Norm Macdonald Theater.
That's right, and you marry an old dude that blows all your money. That's my dream.
A fine dream it is, sir.
Certainly.
A Minute with Stan Hooper airs Wednesday nights at 8:30 on Fox. It's Norm Macdonald back on TV where he belongs. My guest tonight, one of my very favorite comedians, his new sketch comedy CD is called Norm Macdonald, Ridiculous. Please welcome back to the program, Norm Macdonald. Norm! For God's sake. You feel the love?
What a crowd, what a crowd.
What? That's love.
Yeah,
Pure.
That's right. I wasn't saying it with any irony.
No,
I think it's a good crowd.
Pure Norm Macdonald love. The CD is ridiculous, and this is a long-rumored project.
Yeah, it took me a long time to do it because it takes me a long time to do anything. I wanted to do a thing because when I was a kid, I listened to Cheech and Chong all the time. And so I wanted to do an album. It's very explicit. It's not for kids, but it is for the kids. So it's like tobacco guys, you know what I mean? They got to aim for the kids.
That's exactly right.
I always felt sorry for those guys because it's like, who the hell are they going to get a 50-year-old guy to start smoking?
They got me at 15.
Me too. I was 13.
I thought, if a camel can do it, who am I not to do it?
Remember that Joe Camel? I always laugh because they said, like, subliminally, it looks like a penis. You know what I mean? And when I looked at it, I couldn't even find a camel. It looks, you know what I mean? Subliminally, it was a camel.
So did you think for a long time, why is that penis smoking?
No, because I've seen smoking penises.
And for the kids out there, it is a terrible habit for your penis to pick up. And I would not recommend it in any way.
The audience concurs.
Yes. We've all seen the pictures of the inside of a penis that is smoked.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. Well, that's what I love. You know, when we were kids, I loved the National Lampoon radio stuff. Nobody came up with CDs like that anymore. This is like the throwback.
Yeah, I didn't want to do a stand-up CD because the market is saturated.
You and your market speak.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the Crocodile Hunter.
Did you?
Because I think
you're gonna make them sad.
Because I think, you know, it was tragic at the time, but I think I don't know, people calling me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it, who got killed? The Crocodile Hunter.
Please don't make me laugh at this. This is not good
he was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
That's not.
And you know who had to be pissed about it were the crocodiles, because he got killed by some fruity fish. And so you know the crocodiles were like, hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank? You don't even want to know, man.
Please don't do this anymore.
Go, Bill, man, you had a chance. When the guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was Tommy with a stick. I could have eaten him and his kid.
I don't feel good about this.
You remember I ever tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times.
That's for the kids. All right, Norm Macdonald, we're putting you in a new feature. There's a new feature on the program. Just unveiled it yesterday. You ready for it?
Sure.
It's a new thing called The Daily Show Seat of Heat. Roll the thing. You ready for it? You ready? Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice and Canadian Foreign Minister Peter MacKay. They met yesterday. Here's some of their repartee.
I slept so well, you know, the air is so great. Terrific air to sleep in.
She loves the cool Atlantic breezes here in Atlantic Canada. She left her window open last night.
All right, here's my question to you, Norm Macdonald. Are they f***ing? Take your time. Take your time.
Hot.
Mull it over.
It's hot. It's hot in here. Well, I am a Canadian, as you know. But I love America better. But I'm a Canadian, and I know this Peter MacKay character. I've known him for years.
Thought you'd have some insight.
If I was Condoleezza Rice, I wouldn't be too flattered, because that guy will f*** anything. I swear to God.
Norm Macdonald is off the hot seat.
Wait,
You're off.
wait, I want to say one thing.
One more thing.
One thing about, because this was a rumor, and I don't know if it's
There's a rumor they were together.
No, this was a rumor that long went around Canada about Peter MacKay years ago.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if it's true, it might be an urban myth, but they say one time on a dare, he f***ed a crocodile.
All right, that's it. Norm Macdonald, ridiculous. It's in the stores now. Welcome back. My guest tonight, one of our favorites, a very funny comedian. His upcoming show for Comedy Central is called Sports Show with Norm Macdonald. Please welcome back to the program, Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald! Come and sit down. That was the fastest walkout ever. That was speed. That was the fastest walkout I've ever had.
Yeah, well, who wants to see people walking, man? We got to do jokes. We're the greatest crowd, man. They're the greatest crowd I've ever seen.
How do you do that? Because
No, I do have to widen my circle of crowds. But how you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing good. I miss you. I was telling you this backstage. One of the few comics when I don't hear your comedic voice for all, I miss it. It's so funny and I'm so glad to see you coming back to TV.
Hey, listen, man. I like all your politics.
Thank you, Norm. I appreciate that. Now, you're Canadian. Your government has collapsed. It's completely collapsed.
It has?
It's completely collapsed.
Well, the good thing is it doesn't matter at all. This is why, because you're such a political guy, and I realized when I came here, because I was never political, and it's because you're from America and I'm from Canada, and in America you have a duty to be political. Because you vote for the wrong guy, he blows up the world. Right? Now, in Canada, here's our elections in Canada. Go, hey, listen, how does that guy stand on the bridge building? That's every time. One guy goes, I think we should build the bridge. The other guy says, I don't care for the bridge. So
it's all bridge-based politics.
We don't got they never gave us no red phone. You're president. I thought you were political.
No, I didn't realize we had a red phone.
You don't realize the president has a red phone?
But here's what it's come to be in America.
And you're the most trusted man in America?
I'm not trusted. It seems like now, no matter who we vote for, no matter which guy we get, we still blow it out of the world. So, at a certain point, maybe we just like blowing stuff up.
Americans? Well, listen, if I was president, man, I'd get on that red phone right away and blow something up.
But what would you blow up first?
What would I blow up?
Yeah.
That stupid high school I went to for...
Empty building, of course.
But listen, man, I'll tell you this, though. With the streets of Libya running with blood...
Okay, I'll buy your premise.
Yeah. Listen, the Egyptians are so brave, and the guys in Tripoli trying to take over, and Bahrain. Here's what I'm trying to get at. I'm from Canada. We got a queen. She lives in England, right? We're so we can't get. Seriously, I could get a bunch of buddies of mine. I swear to God, I could get 2 or 3 dozen buddies of mine. We could go over to Buckingham Palace takeover.
I would totally do that with you.
It's an old bag in a castle.
You know what is the most difficult part of that? finding which room she's in. Do you have any idea? If you go attack her, there's like 130 rooms. We'd probably lose interest before we got to her.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. But, you know, Gaddafi is surrounded by what is he surrounded by?
Bahrain. I'm guessing he's surrounded by, like, dancing girls. He's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, he's a nutbag.
No, he likes the ladies. That's what I heard.
Did you know he has a Ukrainian nurse who apparently is...
Well, follows her everywhere. Yeah, pretends he's a nurse, but I've heard that maybe there's a little hanky-panky going on. Listen, I don't want to badmouth Gaddafi. I want to talk about Watson the computer.
Oh, let's talk about that. I'm happy to talk about that.
You know that character?
I love that guy. He was on Jeopardy. He crushed.
Yeah, he was on Jeopardy, and he crushed. You guys know Watson the computer?
Sure. Terrific.
Yeah. So, I watched it. It was cool. And the funny thing was, like, they were like, I wonder if, who's going to win? Watson the computer? Or that guy that works down at the hat store? And, first of all, I don't think he should be called Watson, because wasn't Watson the guy that didn't know Sherlock Holmes?
He was the helper. It should be Sherlock.
Yeah, Watson was like, hey, what about this? And then he'd go, elementary, my idiot friend. So he should have been called Sherlock. But anyways, you know.
No, it was a good aside.
So, so Watson naturally he's a computer.
Crushed him.
Yeah. Killed them, you know? And even his stories were better, you know what I mean? You notice that? Like when Alex Trebek would say the story, I go, Watson, I understand you have a story about jail, you know? And then Watson was like, yes, one time Oscar Wilde was in prison and George Bernard Shaw came to him and said, why, Oscar, what are you doing in there? To which Oscar Wilde quickly retorted, why, George Bernard, what are you doing out there? You know? And the guy next to him was like, God damn, I was going to tell my story about the hat. I gave the guy the wrong hat that time.
When does this show come on? When does the show come on the air? You gotta watch it whenever it's on. Sports show with Norm Macdonald premieres on Comedy Central Tuesday, April 12th at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah!
Yes! You're on leading. Norm Macdonald.
What's name do I see here? Norman McDonald cold calling me? What's up, Norm?
What, are you eating some toast?
I was eating toast in the commercial and I just sucked some down the wrong pipe and I'm a little dry. You pick it up and run with it. What's up, Norman?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk about something in the news. Here's the story. I got up early today to take my son to school.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was so early in the morning. And I said, what can I do? I can either, have a coffee or I can be in show business.
Mm-hmm. So you called in.
So I called in because you're in show. You're one of the other guys in show business at 7 in the morning.
It's a bridge and tunnel thing, exactly.
No, but listen, man, I want to talk about the news,
Even though newscasters are up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
You have to go to a comedian.
Listen, I used to get the stories ripped from the headlines. That's where I get my jokes.
Yes, I see.
Now I get them, I type directly from the www. I don't know. But no, this is what happened. I was on the airplane. Do you ever you ever hear a story that means you have no reference to the story ever at all?
Yeah, sure I do.
So I got off the airplane, and the guy says to me, because everything moves so fast, the guy says, you hear what happened? I go, what? With the baby and the hot air balloons. And you're like, what? Are you telling me a joke? It sounded like the guy was going to tell me one of those great old jokes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a rabbi, a priest, and a nun walk into a bar. That's the same sort of start. You hear about the baby and the hot air balloon.
I'm like, no, what? You never know. You don't know if the guy's putting you on.
Right.
And he's like, and he goes, the guy? I go, who's the guy? As if I would know the guy.
Right.
He goes, the guy from Wife Swap. Like, like I'm the moron for not
putting these.
I said, Wife Swap? He goes, well, Wife Swap too. And he's like, his attitude was like, where have you been?
Yeah, well, the amazing thing is that you're so much of an adult, you can't put this disparate list of ingredients together. Baby, hot air balloon, wife swap 1. No, wife swap 2. Where do you take it from there, Norman?
Well, I know kids love rides.
Yes.
But I will say about the whole hot air balloon industry, I've never been I don't know, man. I've never been one to say, hey, I'd like to go up on a balloon with a blazing fire underneath me. It seems like there's about 7 ways that you could end up perishing. There's only one way you could survive.
The only people who have ever pitched it historically were Forbes magazine, Malcolm Forbes and Jules Verne. They're the only people who ever made hay off the hot air balloon. Everybody else, you're right, has ended up on Mysterious Island.
Don't you think Malcolm Forbes, he's like, hey, man, maybe if I go up on this hot air balloon all the time, people will think of me as a hot air balloon guy and not a secret fruit.
Well, everybody has their motives. I think you might have laser locked on us. So you're not sending your boy up in a...
myself in that.
Oh, you're not sending your own son up in the hot air balloon, Norm.
No way, man. No, my son's just into regular boyhood things, bungee jumping.
Right. Indelible paintball.
Yeah, he likes to cut himself because he says it makes him feel something. I'm like, what's wrong with feeling nothing like everybody else?
Norman, it's good to hear your voice, buddy. What do you got coming up? Anything?
Oh man, I'm going to be at the what? All those names, you know?
Well, get them to Christian. I'll read them, man. I hate to make you do your biz, but I'll do it after the break. I got to take one now. Thank you for cold calling us, baby. I appreciate that. The great Norm Macdonald. Why doesn't he just feel nothing like the rest of them?